So lately over time, I've been making more Disventure Camp videos, and after that last video I made on episode 2 of Disventure Camp, and then the one earlier like a month ago for episode 1, kind of thought, why not make a video on every episode, maybe. I mean, if I don't find an episode that interesting, then who knows, maybe I won't make a video on it, but I thought I'd make a video on episode 3, season 5 of Disventure Camp. So I thought the interactions of this episode were really good, really good. You know, I didn't really focus too much on the challenge, more on the interactions, which, you know what, I was fine with. Because it's not like the challenge is bad or anything, or even rigged, or felt badly written, so it was fine. But this scene, I don't really like, only because Aiden is just like a planer. Only really because he complains about basically the fans haven't actually fully built the shelter, only because they all fully haven't cooperated, and it's episode 3, and to be honest, I don't really know the day structure in Disventure Camp, so we'll just say this is day 3 of them being here, or maybe it's day 6, not really sure. So a little concerning, they just outright complains about it, but the only reason I point this out is only because Aiden never built anything in the show, like ever, so doesn't really have room to complain, if you ask me, but that's just me. And then on the favorites, we can see that Gabby is, well, kinda not eating, only cause she's a vegan. Basically, she can't eat meat. I mean, I think we all know what vegan means. Since she can't eat meat, she hasn't really been eating much of anything around camp. So, yeah, it kinda backfires on her. But I'll explain that later. I do think that Alec and Fury are gonna withhold fruits and veggies from her, because actually in this scene we could see them, well, they withhold fruits, not really veggies, but probably veggies too. They're gonna withhold them from Gabby. Gabby loses energy in the challenges, and then she becomes basically useless for her team, or gets medically evacuated, one of the two, kinda hoping a second one. And then, well, that's that for Gabby. I mean, I can see it happening, because I don't really know what they're gonna do with Gabby. Like, I don't know. I don't really like Gabby, so I can't really think much of her, I guess. So that's really all for her. And then we see Spencer try to talk to Bruno, because since Aiden was not eliminated, switched teams, now Bruno's here, and the Silent Alliance is kinda in shambles right now. Meaning Spencer could maybe pair up with Bruno, but Bruno could see right through him because, well, I mean, he is a super fan after all, so he already seen what Spencer did, being the schemer he was. So, who knows, maybe Bruno will, try and eliminate Spencer, which would be a little bit crazy, but I mean, I can see it happening. The only downside to this is that, well, I mean, there wouldn't be any more Spencer, because I like Spencer, but outside of the show, so in my Logan Disventure Camp video, I don't remember what it was called, it basically talked about Twitter taking Disventure Camp way too seriously, especially for a 2D cartoon. But I said that because there's a part in the video I highlighted that basically, since Logan won, people unsubscribed to their Patreon for Odd Nation. And they did the same when Spencer was eliminated episodes earlier, which I feel like that might happen again if Spencer was eliminated by Bruno, but who knows. Evie is pretty useless in a challenge. I don't know if I ever described how my likability to Evie. I don't really care for her. Some people say she's iconic, some people think she's funny. I think she's alright. Like, think about it like this, if it was a tier list, then yeah, she would probably put in the okay tier, 50-50. I mean, she's not really bad. I mean, she's bad at the game, but her character itself is not really that bad, if that makes sense. Like, I don't know, trying to separate the game from the person. I don't really care for her that much. And like I said earlier, this veganism affects Gabby. Basically, since she doesn't really have that much energy, she almost, well, faints in a challenge. So she could kind of barely go on, which, I don't know. Just saying, I think they should vote her for being a little bit useless, but then again, I guess Alec does exist in Fury. And then Alec talks to, I should really get more transitions. Anyways, Alec talks to Tom and tries to convince him that Natalia might, flip, which actually wouldn't be too unbelievable. But it's coming from Alec, and Tom doesn't really trust him because, well, I mean, think about it. Season 1, he was with Fury, and they both made it to the final, well, I mean, just final 5. Well, let's say top 5. Because Alec was the 4th one out, and then, Fury placed 2nd. So, yeah, interesting. Then season 3, the Villains Alliance. So Tom doesn't really trust him, which I find funny because he has the line, "You're losing your touch," which really, I don't know, it's kind of aura farming if you ask me. But anyways, I thought it was an interesting scene. And I don't know, it kind of makes me more think that Furies could outlast Alec because it makes more sense to me, to be honest. I only say that because, well, season 3, Alec was doing fine. He had the Villains Alliance, but then it was falling apart. And then he basically became, well, Rhea's puppet, so he wasn't doing much. So I feel like it would be more fair for Fury to last longer. I just feel like she will, for some reason. Because, to be honest, I feel like these fans don't really know Fury that well. Like, I don't know why. It's just coming off that way, and I don't know how to describe it. Like, the only person I could think of that win is Bruno. He's the only person I catch on to Fury. That's it. And like I said earlier, I like the challenge. I mean, it was basic, but it was nice, Basically, just throw rocks at the plushies and make them fall. That's it. That's all you have to do. And basically, it's Evie and Ernesto versus Anastasia and Lake. And, it's going pretty well. Ernesto's doing pretty well, Anastasia and Lake, they're doing pretty well since, well, they are pretty good at challenges after all. And then there's Evie. Sucks. Just sucks so badly. And since she sucks so badly and just isn't even cut out for Disventure camp, the fans have lost. Because, of course they did. Of course they did. Wish they did, but they did. And then we move on to elimination. And the fans discuss who are going to eliminate, which, okay, this might sound weird, but I don't know why they discuss who are going to vote publicly, like, to everybody. Like, okay, I don't know if that's just me. Maybe I'm thinking a little bit weird, but, like, I don't know, I feel like this type of thing they would say to themselves in the confessional, and then that's about it. It may be in their small alliances, but they always say it out loud, which I don't really get why. I mean, maybe it's to make it more dramatic, which, I mean, I guess is fair, but okay. In the elimination, okay, I'm not gonna say they, I'm just gonna say Aiden. Aiden proposes that they vote Ernesto because he's seen as a comp beast for almost winning the challenge. Keyword. Almost wins the challenge. He didn't even win it. We're in the 3rd episode only, but okay. And Sam agrees, and since Sam's the nice guy, half of the team agrees with him. Meaning Ernesto might get eliminated. Ara doesn't really agree with this, and Finn's a little skeptical too. But okay. It's just such a weird choice, okay? It's a stupid choice, but whatever. Dunia and Nura's friendship is also highlighted. I forgot to talk about it before its elimination commences, but it's nice. I like it. I mean, it's kind of fast. It's kind of obvious with that one card that Ernesto carved out that showed lovers. Okay, pretty obvious, but that's whatever. So, yeah. I mean, it's nice overall. Only thing is that it kind of comes off as one of them being a pre-merge boot. I feel like it might be Dunia. Like, I don't know why. I just feel like Odd Nation would do that. Just eliminate the character everybody likes right now. Just cause, Just cause, I feel like they would. But overall, I like it. And then the majority comes in, being Ren, Ernesto, Manu, Alelia, and then Dunia and Nura. So, basically, they want to vote Evie out because she was completely useless in the challenge. And, I mean, who wouldn't do that? Like, okay, back to, like, all the people voting. Why would they agree with Sam and, Aiden? Like, I don't know, I just don't get it. Well, I guess I could kind of see it. For Aura, she could already see through Sam how he's a nice guy and everybody wants to agree with him, which, okay, I guess. But then the other people, why? Why do the other fans want to vote Ernesto out? How stupid are we? Like, I don't know, it's just a bit of a stupid choice. I mean, if you ask me, it seems a little bit stupid. But back to the actual elimination. Before the elimination, Aiden convinces, or at least asks, if Manu can, just switch his vote. Like, this could really affect the game, even though we're in the 3rd episode still. Remember that. 3rd episode, still in team phase, way far from the merge phase. So he convinces him about that. What does Manu do? I wonder. It's Ernesto. He picked Ernesto. That's stupid of me. Only because Ernesto, he's having a nice arc. What was Evie having? Nothing. Like, literally nothing. I mean, I guess she's comic relief, but like, isn't there like 22 other characters that could have done that? 22 other characters. But Ernesto is eliminated. And Manu, I'm gonna guess he picks him only because he trusts Aiden. But the only reason why Aiden actually picks Ernesto is because, well, basically, if Alec didn't say that he got tricked by Evie for having, well, that advantage, he would have picked Evie to be eliminated instead of Ernesto. That's literally the only reason why. Meaning, Aiden has succumbed to being gullible, again, just like Season 2 of Disventure Camp. And Manu, I guess, maybe didn't really watch Season 2 Disventure Camp. Maybe he's not that big of a fan of the show. Maybe he just wanted to have a good time. So maybe he just didn't really pay attention. So maybe that's why he believed Aiden, and now Ernesto is gone. Overall, the elimination is stupid. It's not even logical, like, at all. And that's, like, the episode. It's really weird because, actually, think about it. No favorites have been eliminated so far, which, I don't know. Seems like they're favoring the favorites over the fans, which would actually kind of be stupid because, I mean, Emily does say, we need you dropping like flies, and then the second episode has a team swap. I don't know, it doesn't really make much sense to me. But hopefully, more favorites are eliminated. Maybe even a triple elimination happens somewhat. I know it's not going to happen, it's just, I don't know, it's just something interesting that I feel like would happen just cause. Now, overall, what would I actually rate the episode? I'd probably say an 8 out of 10, which, I mean, yeah, even though I don't really like the elimination, like, at all, because, well, it's probably bottom 5, the whole episode itself is actually good. The challenge is basic, but good, like I said earlier. I really like the interactions, because that's basically the highlight of the episode, and everything about it was fine. It's just the elimination, that 1/3 I didn't like, which is why I give it an 8 out of 10. So, that was episode 3, I mean, I don't know, kind of wondering how this is going to go on the more we go. Like, I don't know. It's just some of these characters. Like, it's just Aiden I don't like. Now, I do have a theory. When basically Manu found out that, well, Aiden lied and was gullible, he'll just get angry and eliminate him. Or at least get people to eliminate him. Hopefully, hopefully. But that was my opinion on the episode. So, hopefully you enjoyed watching, and that was the video.